So yeah, if you got a few days where you get heavily trailed, you might want to make sure you keep your distance to like any 5G mast and that kind of crap. Because with the graphene in you, it is going to get in you. You're going to get more issues. Proximity to masts. That's really it. And if you're vaxxed, you're quadruple fucked with it. I guess that's the cue for everybody to shut the fuck up all of a sudden. Brilliant.
Yeah, bro, we were talking about something, dude.
Okay, well somebody just brought it up. I didn't
That was
bring it
me.
up.
I brought it up.
Right, so what do you think about my tip?
Can you repeat that?
Right.
Your tip?
The tip about chemtrails, right? The real problem is the graphene, like the nano graphite shit that organizes in your blood and all that shit. They also put it in vaccines, right? Remember that? Well, that shit is getting sprayed on us on top of the aluminum and the barium oxide and all that, which is just general burden. But I mean, you can get rid of that. The graphene is more acute, and when they spray heavily, you might want to keep your distance to like 5G masts and all that because they're like designed to interact. Graphene, 5G stuff, it's designed to interact.
I'm passing a 5G tower at the moment, and I'm just, I'm on my way home, and I'm just seeing a bunch of trails in the sky. It's unfortunate. Right. So we just accept it.
Well, or you could figure out what bases they are coming from and then forming a committee and shut it down.
I think they tried that, right?
Yeah, it's going to have to be tried again until it stops. Or you just pretend like nothing's happening, like everybody else.
Yeah, I guess that's what I'm kind of getting at. I mean, it's obvious what being sprayed, trails and such, but we just go on by.
It's all out in the open. It's not a secret anymore, dude.
Oh.
It's officially declassified, so it's like,
yeah. It was never this bad. It was never this bad when I was younger. Now it's like noticeable. Maybe I just wasn't giving a fuck. Maybe I wasn't awake.
No, it was bad. It's actually less bad now than it was 20 years ago.
Yeah, then I guess I wasn't giving it.
Right.
Damn.
Now, at least they don't just as a default spray every day, which way they were doing 20 years ago. Mm-hmm. Now we have days where they suddenly start spraying. Might even last a week. Usually just 1 or 2 days. And then they kind of leave it alone again. Wow. Which is an improvement, I guess? I don't know.
So what did they say that they're doing?
Geoengineering. They're blocking the sun.
That's what they say? That's what they're telling the public?
Yeah.
They're blocking the sun for what? For what reason?
To prevent global warming.
Interesting.
Ridiculous, right? I mean, oh God, the dangers on the environment for the temperature to heat up a couple of degrees is literally in the negative. It's actually better for life. So to counter that effect, we're going to spray toxic chemicals that literally erode the quality of the soil and actually kills off entire ecosystems over time. That's a great environmental solution if you're Satan and you want to kill all life. I mean, sometimes I wonder why they don't just get it over with and just spray everything with cyanide or something. Just spray everything with giant clouds of cyanide. Everything dies. Just do it already, you fucking retards. Stop choking us slowly. But no, they insist on just gradually, slowly killing everybody and being honest about it, doing that on top of that, right? And then we just create a culture of helplessness where everybody's indoctrinated like, oh, we are the problem. And they're doing the right thing by slowly killing off all life.
What's the solution?
Exterminate the Satanists, which is probably like 100 million people at this point. Exterminate them. Burn them on fire horribly, torturously. All of them, no exception.
Or
everybody that cooperates get immediately executed.
Or
fucking killed. No, there's no or. They are doing this, and they will keep doing it
until hey, let's
they're
settle
exterminated.
Down.
Hey, you asked for a solution. Oh, here it is.
All right.
Or we could just continue to act like it's not there. Go on.
Yeah, and then everything gets eradicated, and in 30 years we'll all
that's what's happening.
Thinking back about, do you remember when like there was still like almost all of nature, when we were worried about the extinction of certain animals and it wasn't really there, and now like 3/4 of all living things that we've cataloged are all gone, right? You remember that? That's what you got looking forward to right now. It's gonna kill everything. Right? Instead of bumping into new types of bugs that have never been seen, we will bump into dead organisms that we've never seen before and that we will never see alive. We'll find out about them, that they actually existed, that we killed it all before we actually discovered them. That's how it's going to be.
How do we identify these Satanists?
You dig them up. There's so much things live.
Satanist?
life forms in the soil. What?
Maybe
Satan?
you didn't hear me.
What did you say?
You said the solution was to kill all the Satanists. I said, how do I identify them?
They're the people in power.
So anyone in power automatically gets the label? Is that what you're saying?
Well, let's just say the entire banking system, all of it, everywhere.
Which one, the
Yes,
old or
I
new?
agree.
Thoroughly
agree.
dig them out. They're all connected, and there might be like 2% of bankers in the world that aren't connected to them, and they'll have to manage from that point on.
I think crypto's already doing a fine job of that.
Yeah, it's not doing shit. Yeah,
It's replacing the old banking system.
Gone. Flip of a switch, it's all gone. About as precious as Monopoly money. The flick of a switch.
No, that's not true.
Yes, flick of a switch, and nobody will give a shit about it.
Look at the little switch.
Yeah, press of a button, just like that.
I agree to attack the banking systems for sure.
That's not the banking systems, it's the bankers. All of them. The mega oligarchs, the robber barons, right? The IMF bank, all of it. The bankers, all of them in the entire world, all of it everywhere. Like none can be left behind. Yeah, they supposedly own everything now through thought. And they're just playing with us. Yeah, they are literally making people dance satanic little dance and do detrimental influences on their whole culture just so they could get what they stole from everybody over the course of 300 years. Yeah, that's it. It's time to take it back and not let it happen again. Like actually take the original founding fathers a little bit more serious. This sort of thing. Yeah? Bankers must submit to the people. The state must submit, and basically, in my opinion, they shouldn't be allowed to own anything. They shouldn't be allowed to make any profit, ever. They should be a service person, and that's it. Banking should be a service, an economic service that is required, not a profit-making scheme or a control scheme, which it is. Very blatantly, very heavily abused, and it needs to end. All of it.
So you're with Jeremy on the idea that everybody should just kind of get like an even ration of proportion?
Nope. But bankers should not be allowed to make any profit. Everybody else, fine, right? I mean, you're gonna spend your money eventually. If you're gonna lend money and then have conditions on that, yeah, that's when you become a banker. That's when you start fucking up the world. And it should be forbidden forever, right? I mean, it's relatively simple. If you have a gold standard and it's legitimate and it doesn't keep changing, you can have private bankers because they're restricted to the material, brings its own issues, and they won't be able to go beyond a certain point, right? If you have a fiat currency system, then the state must be exclusively the bank. Because if you have private bankers in combination with fiat currency, all hell breaks loose in the most literal sense of the word. The devil literally starts to spring forth from these individuals. And it has massively. Yeah. You want to prevent that? Never ever get off the gold standard. Anybody that would suggest that should be executed at that point. Or you do it and then you immediately in conjunction forbid banking entirely. Like, okay, everybody, you all lose your permission to do that. And you then centralize it. You can be an employee, a banker employee to the state. And that's it. That's the two options. Fiat currency, private banking, all hell breaks loose, and it has. It needs to stop because it just ends up them having everything, manipulating everything, being extremely evil, aspiring to exterminate all of humanity, and crushing everybody under the weight of all the possessions that they stole through interest. That's where we are now. This is what keeps happening. It's only one solution. Or you could just comfortably keep ignoring it and watch the end days as all life is exterminated. And all soil becomes depleted. Nobody gets children anymore. And can keep going with that. Don't all applaud me and encourage me at once, guys.
I'm just saddened by the truth. That's all.
I'm mostly saddened by the cowardice of the world because the solution is basically right there. It's right there. And always somebody falls. Always. It keeps happening. Like, I don't get it. I don't get why they always get their way again every time. Like, I mean, I think at this point, maybe they should just hire a team that basically gets sworn in as in, like, you are going to arrest them at all costs. And if you don't, you die. That kind of deal. Maybe that would do it, right? Like, make sure that everything that you cannot afford losing is reported and kept safe. And you're going to do this. You're going to keep going until you're done. And if you fold to any of it, you die. I mean, but yeah, it's complicated, right? How do you start to formulate anything like that in the law? You don't. You're gonna have to resort to some weird religious construction, and I don't think people are gonna favor that, right? I mean, you could theoretically argue let the Muslims take over, because they have the banking thing under control. Like they actually stop that from happening. Like it's a distinct law not to have interest on banking, and it works. It can work without it, but then again, they'll fuck up everything else, right? Like these people are very tribal and they're literally going to enslave us then. So, yeah, that's not really a solution either. So, how are you going to fix this? How are we going to fix this, right? Surrounded by enemies, and every single one that we reach out to will all strangle us. Every single group that could potentially help us out will strangle us if we reach out to them.
Your country and Europe is almost practically taken over by them. I don't know if you realize that.
Yeah, I had really.
What was that? You were mumbling.
Yeah, thanks. I know. I live here.
Yeah, at least you realize it. There's some people in your country that don't realize it.
Nah, they all realize it. They just don't want to be confronted with it.
Like, just look at the text chat, right? People are completely, how can I say this politely, disengaged from reality, right? The war in Ukraine, what is going on and what they think is going on. It's truly amazing. But hey, that's how they control people. They just believe, the headline news. Russia is losing. Ukraine is winning. Yeah, it is what it is. Meanwhile, Europe is spending all its money on weapons, leaving their own citizens starve while they're getting invaded by a group that will not assimilate. This period of history is going to go
We're
down
not even
as
spending money on weapons. It's all a lie. It's all a ruse. It's only stealing money. It's the only thing that's happening. There is no fucking weapons. All bullshit.
oh, you're borrowing the money to
Yeah,
pay for the
borrowing the
American
money
weapons.
and not spending on weapons. It's all just false reporting, bullshit. It's just fiat looting. That's all that's happening. Looting, looting, looting. There is no weapons, nothing. All just looting. It's the only thing they're doing.
So what are the Ukrainians fighting with?
Whatever.
Whatever?
And European weapon
Not
systems, of course.
substantial. I mean, they might get some scraps, right?
Well, good scraps, though. But, I mean, scraps we're paying for. Shit. It's not like it's, free.
I mean, whatever. If America's gonna send them heavy weaponry, yeah, sure, they're gonna use it. But Europe doesn't do shit. Like we barely even have weapons. We had a couple of tanks and planes. We sent that. It got blown up. That's it. We
France.
don't have anything here.
Europe sent all its old shit to Ukraine. That's what they did. And they're still waiting for the new weaponry.
Yeah, we're all
the
on the
new
brink of
weaponry
collapse.
that's been paid for and that is literally never going to arrive because it all got hijacked and stolen and disappeared. Yeah, there is no weapons. There's only looting.
Yeah, big surprise incoming in the next few years. Big, huge surprise. Monetary, military, humbleness. Yeah, a lot of people are going to be in shock.
If you know that the Dutch military, when they go on praxis, they don't even have bullets to shoot off. And they need to say pief, poof, pang while on practice. That should tell you enough.
Yeah, Europe is a laughing stock of the world militarily. They're called chihuahuas. That's what they're called militarily. Yeah, people are living in a fantasy world.
Bro, our police forces literally go along with gay parades.
Well, let's not forget there's a Chihuahua somewhere running a wolf pack right now. So
Oh yeah. But seriously, our police, like there's police everywhere and continually happens that they get caught joining gay parades. Like in like bare butt police costumes. Like it's like the worst possible thing a police could do, and they're doing
I
it.
mean, I would have thought Detroit
Yeah.
I would have thought Detroit had Ed 209s by now, but
If they need an old man to arrest because he was peeing against a tree, they need 2 wagons with 5 policemen to hold that man down. Then you know what kind of policeman we got here.
Well, at least they're not as bad as the British, but I mean, they're gonna be eventually.
Europe can't even protect its own
They're
borders.
bastards.
You have plenty of European weapons manufacturers. It's like, I don't know what you mean when you said Like Europe doesn't have
They got
weapons.
nothing, bro. They got nothing. They're a laughing stock.
Army wise, like NATO? Yeah, of course.
Yes, NATO.
Like,
All
yeah.
of NATO
Oh,
is
yeah.
a laughing stock, a paper tiger. They've been trying to defeat Russia since 2014. They got their asses handed to them.
Yeah,
It's
because
that
the
simple.
only thing they ever do is propaganda war. That's like their only specialization. It's all just pretend. It's all propaganda, all just trying to convince everybody to send. It's basically like a military NASA. I mean, that's really the best way to describe it. NATO is like a military NASA. They're pretending like there's a lot of things happening, and it's just pay a lot of money, it all disappears, and you get nothing in return except promises that are never going to be fulfilled.